Okay, guys, sorry I had to pop off and pop back on. So hopefully you guys can get back on. For some reason, it put me in a loop and it kicked me off when I tried to go live. So hopefully you can click on this link and get back in. So I don't know why I'm just so challenged on this. I keep trying and it just doesn't seem like it gets any better. So um, apparently, I just need someone to come over and teach me how to use YouTube because I can't figure it out. Because I had two people that were on the other one and now they're not on this one. So I don't know what to do. But we're going to go ahead since everything is always recorded and you can always pop on and off. I'm going to go ahead and get started so that, well, we could talk for a little bit about the new mini catalog. Here's clue number one. If you didn't get it, you could take a screenshot right quick. But we'll talk a little bit about the new mini that's coming out. You can start ordering out of this in September. Oh, great, Becky. I'm so glad. I'm sorry. I have no idea how to make things better or easier for you guys. I'm just really awful at this. So, anyway, thanks for finding me again. I was just talking about the new mini that's coming out effective in September. So, has all the fun holiday stuff in it that you can start ordering out of next month. A lot of fun stuff, some really fun new punches and dies, of course, embellishments, getting you ready for all of the Christmas season. And I know it's like 107 here in Kansas today. It does not feel like Christmas, but I do know some people that were stamping their Christmas cards today just so they would feel a little bit cooler. So I think the thing is you just have to stay inside when it's that hot. So yeah, well, thanks, Becky. Yeah, at least I do try. At least I do try. So, but it just seems like it would be getting easier, and it does not. I don't know why it can't get any easier. Um, but I'm missing Susan. Susan was on my other one, and I don't have her popping back onto this one, so I'm kind of disappointed. Um, but we will go ahead and get started. Hopefully, you have clue number one already and you are all ready to go. Let me show you what my supplies are. So I have my paper trimmer that's back down here. I have colored cardstock, and tonight I am using Calypso Coral, 4 1/4 by 8 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. And yes, I did mean 8 1/4. I know it threw me off too. I thought, okay, I'm going to do it like this. And if it's off, I'm going to go back and change it to 8 1/2 because I thought I made a typo also, but it's not. And I see that my thing isn't scored at 5 1/2, so I'll have to do that in a minute. Same colored cardstock that is 3 by 5 1/2. And a scrap if you want to mat. So I have a little scrap here and just in case. A basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4, and I have a scrap of that also. And my designer series paper. Oh shoot, and I forgot the name of this set. It is Inked Botanicals. I'm using Inked Botanicals tonight, and I have a designer series that is 4 3/4 by 2 3/4, And it was directional, so sorry if I did not specify that. I meant to specify that. And then hopefully you have one that's maybe non-directional. And then a different pattern that is 2.5 by 4. And then for stamps, I'm using my Charming Sentiments stamp set. I am using Lost Lagoon for my ink. And I've got my handy dandy liquid glue and embellishments. I grabbed the brass butterflies. So I've got my little brass butterflies also. And gosh, I'm so sorry that Susan hasn't logged back on. Darn it. That's a bummer. So, but anyway, so we have got this all going on. So let's go ahead and we'll start with clue number 2. Let me get this stuff out of the way. I know my camera's a little bit closer than I'm used to. And my little piece isn't scored at 5 1/4. So let me score it at 5 1/4. A little scrap there. Or 5 and, what was it? 5 1/2. Score it at 5 1/2. So I forgot to score mine. So there's my score. Okay. So clue number 2. Clue number 2, using your paper trimmer, take the same colored cardstock, it should say the same colored, but the solid colored cardstock, 3 by 5 1/2, scored, and fold at a 1/2 inch on the, oh, wait, what happened to clue? Wait, did I miss a clue? Using your paper trimmer, take this one that's 3, oh, whoops. Sorry, this one that's 3 by 5 1/2. Sorry, I'm out of whack, and score it at a 1/2 inch along the long side. So what this is telling us is take this little guy and we're going to score it at a 1/2 inch. Whoops, let me pull it down here a little bit so you can see. 1/2 inch is right here. So, and make sure you use your scoring tool and not your cutting tool. Done that before. I know many of you have. If you've been stamping a while, you have to have done that. Okay, so we've got our little score. So just a little 1/2 inch score. Okay, on that little piece that we had. So we're getting ready for Leadership Convention, or it's called Backstage for Stampin' Up, and it's for leaders, Stampin' Up leaders. Oh, that's my scoring tool there. Getting ready to go on Wednesday, and we're going to be in classes and learning all sorts of new stuff Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'm really, really, really excited. So I'm kind of giddy tonight. So, okay. So we've got that scored. Okay, so clue number 3. Add the scored colored cardstock from clue 2 to the basic white layer with adhesive, adding adhesive only to the 1/2 inch back of the folded piece centered on the right hand side. So that's just saying that we're going to take this piece, we're going to use adhesive just on the 1/2 inch piece. Oh, come on, little buddy. There you go, little buddy. Okay, just on that piece, and we're going to center it on the right hand side of the white. So we're right here. Right there. Can we get it? Does that make sense, hopefully? Hopefully it does. We can kind of see where it's going. So we've got that little flap centered on the right hand side. I'm going to go on to, this is going to be a quick one actually, very quick. Here's clue number 4. Add the basic white layer with the attached colored cardstock to the larger portion of the 4 1/4 by 8. That shouldn't say 8 1/2. It should say 8 1/4. That's wrong. It should be 8 1/4 with adhesive with flap on the right. So this little flap guy is going to go on the right and we're going to stick it on here. So let's put adhesive on here. Need new more glue. There's nothing better than a new glue. We're just going to center that here. You know, a glue that works perfectly. That's nice and fresh. But they don't stay that way very long, do they? Okay. So we've got that done. Just glued that down. Becky, I'm curious, are you stamping along or are you just watching tonight? There is that. Like I said, I'm using Calypso Coral tonight. Got it down there. Okay. Clue number 5. Add the DSP that measures 4 3/4 by 2 3/4 to the top flap of the colored cardstock that is attached to the basic white. So this piece that's attached to the basic white, you're just watching. Cool. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to add that glue to this piece. And I could use either side. Come on, buddy. Don't give up on me now. Oh, not upside down. Don't do it upside down. There we go. And that's just going to line up right there. This is the part, like I said, that's directional. So sorry if I didn't make that clear. I don't think I mentioned it. Someone messaged me privately, I think, and I answered it, but I don't know if everybody caught that. So there's that. And this is the piece that was 4 3/4 by 2. Okay, and remember our bottom piece was not 8 1/2. It was 8 1/4. So I had a typo on that second page, not the first one. You'll be just fine. Okay. Pretty easy so far, but can you see the card coming together already? I promise it'll, I like mine to be nice and quick and easy because I know you guys are busy and I'm busy. So I like them to be fast and easy and things that you can replicate quickly. So clue number 6, add the DSP that measures I actually do check these for typos. Do you believe me? By 4 to the flap of the 4 1/4 by 8 1/4 with adhesive. And I think I'm going to use this side, the pretty little, cute little flowers. Put those on here. Maybe with some glue. There we go. There we go. Do you guys have some nifty little stand that you put your glue in that keeps it tipped upside down so that when you go to use it, it's always at the end? I do at my desk, so I just don't have one over here where my camera is. Okay, so we've got that little cute little, isn't this paper fun? This paper is so much fun. And the colors are really, really springy. I love the colors. Okay. So we've got all of our pieces put together now, it looks like. And yes, I love that paper. Okay, so clue number 7. Okay, so now we're going to stamp our sentiment. We're going to set this aside a little bit. Stamp your sentiment on the basic white scrap and cut to size with your paper trimmer. So I'm going to use the Lost Lagoon. And let's see, there's so many greetings in here. What should we do? What do I have coming up? I've already done a couple baby ones. I've got a baby. So I've got plans. You know, you can never have too many birthday cards, right? Oh, you know what? I had a friend who is celebrating her Stampin' Anniversary. So let's do woohoo. Let's do woohoo and congratulations. Let's do that. So I'm just going to take out my woohoo and my block. Okay. I'm just going to stamp it on. Sorry about that. Just going to stamp it here. I like to kind of stamp it kind of in the bottom corner. That way I don't have to trim out as much. So we'll set that aside. And I'm just going to use my trimmer. Instead of a punch or anything tonight, I'm just going to use my trimmer. And I'll show you how I kind of line those up. So I just kind of trim it off. Yeah, I know we get to go to Las Vegas. I'm so excited. So excited. Okay, and depending on your DSP, you may want to mat it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I mat mine. So I just take a little bit of glue, and I'm going to glue it down. Okay, and I just line it up with one of the corners with how much I want, how much matte I want. So I want about 1/8 of an inch or so around the outside. So I'm just going to glue it down. Really simple. So now I've got two sides that are already done. So now if I just set this in here and I kind of just line it up, you can kind of see where it's at, and then just cut it like that, and then just line it up again with the, and there you have a little mat. You've matted it really easy by only making a couple of cuts instead of cutting the whole thing out. Now you could of course use a die or a punch or something else like that, but that is an easy way to make a mat. Let's see here. Any questions? No, I don't see any questions so far. Okay, so let's go on. Has a little fuzz ball right there. There we go. So depending on how you want your, if you're using dies or whatever you're using, that would be what you've got. And then add the sentiment layer to the center of the front card with dimensionals. If you would like to stamp an image and add that, you can do that now. So on the inside, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp congratulations on the inside real quick. Congratulations. And I'm just going to use the same block I have. I know. I just don't want to take it off. And let me see. Let me see if I can see it. It's way out in front of me. There we go. Not too shabby. And then if you wanted to stamp flowers or something else like that, then you want to go ahead and stamp that now. But we're going to go ahead and place this. We're going to use dimensionals. My thing is just going all over the place tonight. I'm going to use a dimensional on the back of here. So if you wanted to cut out a flower or add some more bling bling, and I'm just going to put mine right here. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is. Isn't that cute? So, you know, if you wanted to cut out a flower, add an embellishment, some more embellishment, but I don't think you have to with this one. I think the designer series paper kind of does most of the work. And my favorite one, embellish and share. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those little, my little brass butterflies, because you can't have enough bling ever. So I'm going to take a little guy. Let's do a little guy. And this is my Take-A-Pick tool. You got to have a Take-A-Pick tool. Everybody should have 2 Take-A-Pick tools. One in their crafting kit that they take with them everywhere. And one at their desk always. Let's see, where do we want this little guy? I'll put him up here. And voila. What do you think? Isn't it cute and so simple? Oh, my friend's going to be so excited. She's going to be so excited. Okay, guys, I cannot wait to see. Oh, here's another sample that I made. You can kind of see that. And this was my one that I was making for the baby, and I put a little butterfly on the inside instead. But I used a little bit different DSP on that side. Cute, huh? Okay, well, I cannot wait to see what you guys come up with, because I know, so over on my Facebook page, I try to post all of the completed, all of the samples that I get turned in. Oh, bye, Becky. Thanks for watching. So I try to turn in all of the samples. So you guys make sure you go pop over to my YouTube or my Facebook page, and or message me, text it to me, or whatever's easiest for you. Thanks, Becky. I will. I'll bring back lots of fun stuff for us to play with. How about that? And ideas that I'm going to share with everybody. So, okay, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry it was kind of a mess at the beginning. I'm apologize. I will keep trying to do better every single time. And make sure you go over to my Facebook or my website and check out all of my upcoming events. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later.